the first time that Ed Wallace came on with a Hyundai, and it was almost laughable. Boy, it is not a laughing matter anymore. They make some good cars.
Many years ago, I brought a Hyundai Accent over here, Tim, and I said it was $10,800 and it was just flawless. You came out afterwards and asked me if I was telling the truth. 8 years ago on the Sonata, the last generation came out. I brought it over here and I said, this of all cars is the closest to perfect 10 I've ever reviewed. It had everything in balance. It was magnificent. But a new generation of the Hyundai Sonata came out. Not that it was a bad car, it was fine. But one of the things it did lose was a lot of the styling to it. And as a result, I looked up the figures. Hyundai Sonata sales peaked in 2012 at 230,000, and last year, 131,000 sales. So what they did was they reskinned the car and they brought some styling back to it again, which was really a great idea because now it looks more like the previous generation. There's two engines. One has 185 horsepower to it, the base engine. A smaller turbocharged engine will kick up 245 horsepower. But let's go to the interior because there's still something that this Hyundai does better than anything else, and that is the ergonomics of the dash. It is absolutely wonderful, particularly at night, because they're not using those cheesy orange lights, they're neon blue. So even people who are older, that their vision may be failing a little bit, it's absolutely easy to see everything on the dash. Buttons are big, easy to push. Even navigation screens and the computerized part are really intuitive. You don't have to pull out the owner's manual to look at anything in the car or change any parameter of the car. One of the things I did like about this generation is it feels like it has the most interior room of any mid-size sedan. And that's always a big plus with growing families. And in the back, a wonderfully large trunk. This is really great for this size car. So I felt like the time I drove it compared to a Camry or Accord, which are both great vehicles, this one seemed to have more interior room, seemed to have a better trunk space to it. It just seemed to work. But it didn't have that perfect balance the previous generation had that I was so crazy about. On the road, ride and handling is great on it, but I did notice on some freeway conditions the low-end road rumble a little bit louder than I remember it being in the past. Minor thing, doesn't bother a lot of people, but gets to me. They still start in the very low 20 range, just like a Honda or Camry. This one with everything on it, including navigation, 31,000. So it was a great car before. Now it looks a whole lot better again. With that, y'all have a good weekend.
Wow, nice review. You can listen to Ed on 570 KLF tomorrow. His car column, as always, in Saturday's Fort Worth Star Telegram as well.